And welcome back. Picking where we left off last time in Terra Invicta. Probably what's going to be the last part for this stream, because I've been streaming just under 4 hours at this point. We're going to see if we can get rapid distillation techniques and the lithium spray radiator done in this.
Initiating contact.
For seeking to steal from our masters, you must be punished.
You know, I might be willing to sell them grid drive. Grid drive isn't... Well, also, grid drive isn't very valuable to them. Okay. Yeah, hard to get the servants happy after you piss them off.
I will help them. Offering support.
We now have a spy in their ranks.
Acquiring myself a second spy.
I'm ready to sabotage the mission.
Well, don't do that. My spy has been detained by a different faction.
Target destroyed. Reporting in.
Okay. Oh, we got some alien life forms counted. We should go deal.
Gear up.
Where do you need me? I will try to sway the public.
Ready for orders.
Let's continue to reach out to the Vectorate a little bit.
Initiating contact. Ready for orders.
I think it's about time to try giving up on improving relations with servants. It's not come off of war. I'm in tolerance with everyone else, so if it's just the servants, it's not the end of the world.
Breaching lab security. Reaching out.
You ignoble vampires are no concern of ours.
Do I want to give these guys drive tech? I don't really want to. They're willing to sell me ops. How much? 32 ops? Yeah, we'll take 32 ops off of you. Well, in money or something. 200 money is a generous trade to you. Okay. We'll take that. In fact, if that's a generous trade, we'll keep trying to trade with you.
Offering assistance.
Our spy just got assassinated.
They won't know what hit them.
Built a major setback to the research, and also apparently stolen about 50 science for us.
We've moved the needle.
suppose if I still have a decent
mind
understanding
and
of the
focus your
state of the
output
servants, I
as
should probably try to
effectively
turn
as a
another one
sharp
of them.
blast of cold.
Target secured.
I'm going in.
Where do you need me?
Ready to go. We'll bring them to our side.
At your service.
Looking to see if there's any in China, US, India, Canada. The answer looks to be, at the moment, no. So we'll just run a random one in Congo.
Heading to the LZ.
All-rounder advisors. I haven't been investing in them recently, so grab persuasion here. Twice. Some more control points that we need to offset what we're losing in space. Let's go ahead and grab some command here, again, to offset what we're losing in space. Grab persuasion here. Just 1 point. Gonna grab command here. Gonna grab command here. Do you need one more before we can invest anything useful? Okay.
Making contact.
You ignoble vampires are no concern of ours.
Offering assistance.
Offering counsel.
We've hacked their research data.
We've gained an agent.
Standing by.
Don't know if we want that type of battery. We're probably going to need a better battery at some point. At this point, I'm starting to run out of stations.
Score one for the good guys.
Got 2 in Earth. Lots of bases in Mars and a couple Martian stations. Oops. Right, scroll wheel there? There we go.
Taking it to them.
Where to? Making our case.
Where do you need me? Eyes on the target. Where to?
Okay. sabotage project. Don't necessarily need to do it on the people we just did it on. I could go ahead and try a run on a
Breaching
bit further
lab
than
security.
sabotage one of theirs.
Lend in my expertise. I will help them.
I have new information.
They won't know what hit them.
Delay their adamantine armor a bit. Actually, no, let's delay their hydro diplomacy a bit.
The people will come to our side.
Our asset went silent. Okay, so we've already lost another servant counselor.
The LZ is secure.
Establishing contact.
Standing by for orders. I'll make sure they're on our side.
Standing by.
Your orders? Initiating surveillance.
Go get me some information on another servant counselor so that we can try to turn one of them before we lose
I
track of the
believe they'll
servants.
stay loyal to the cause.
Making contact.
You ignoble vampires are no concern of ours.
Offering support. Offering counsel.
Surveillance complete.
It wouldn't be easy to turn, but we could turn that one.
We're winning their hearts and minds. Ready.
It's 32% with no influence, but we can really lean on the influence here. Get them to 90%.
They'll be working for us soon.
Ready.
Where to?
I'm actually going to send you to go say hi. These guys.
Initiating contact.
I'm here.
You go investigate a different one of their counselors.
Tracking target.
Acknowledged.
Actually, I'm going to have have you go ahead and chat up.
Reaching
What
out.
is this?
Reaching out.
You ignoble vampires are no concern of ours.
Oh, what's changed that you're now far less willing to trade money? Yeah, far less willing to trade that. Still, everyone apparently has their price where they'll trade.
Initiating contact.
If you wish to spend your days squabbling over resources, so be it.
Pretty nice. Exhaust velocity for Jin. Oh, we might grab. I try to negotiate that. Oh, they're gonna make me pay for it. Okay, I don't think this is worth 7,000. So, no, we're not doing this trade. Different trade. Want a random org? Sure.
I will help them. Offering support.
Person of interest surveilled.
We've turned them to our cause.
I work for you now.
There's rapid distillation techniques complete. I suppose we probably have access to UV lasers, so we should less favorite that. Probably go over to UV instead. Ultraviolet cannons. No idea what the cost is. Okay, so there's no exotics in the ultraviolet laser cannons. Good to know. Okay, we should contemplate grabbing those. Might hold off, because we are working on getting phasers. And if phasers don't cost exotics, we'll skip the basic ones and go straight to the phasers. Or whatever the next one is. I'm in the middle of research. So, obviously you, because researching is the better one. Honestly, I should probably go back to some management research. Because we need more control points to make up for the fact I've lost all my stations. Okay, so let's re-evaluate our ship designs. It's not the right tab. This tab. Anyway, so I have enough that I could potentially build some of these, but let's evaluate what we're doing here. So right now we've been running, well, I've been thinking of running the Vortex drive, which has got a rating, fuel rating of 4.3. Oh, it's Vortex versus Super Vortex versus Cavity, they're the same. The Super Cavity drive will have a higher fuel efficiency. So okay, so we're not going to change the engine. The engine's fine. Batteries, the power plant's fine. And battery's fine. We haven't yet finished the radiator, so we'll probably have to come back when the radiators are done. Redesign the new one for the radiator. That's probably fine. Could swap over to Python Nuclear Missile Bay. We'll hold off that. And then it tubes are okay. So no changes, we're just gonna run with what we got. What is my remaining shipyard capacity? I have 2 shipyards in low Earth orbit. I have 2 shipyards in Mars. Yeah, I think for our purposes right now, the bricks are not going to work. Okay, siege coil. Yeah, but you got to research them first. Right now, I've only got. Let's go actually to ship class. Right, siege coils, I believe, are a frontal nose weapon. So we got spinal rail guns. But right now, the biggest thing we can shove on here is the rail cannon Mark III, which is what we're rocking. So let's try to put a couple of these in Earth orbit. So we get one of those starting to be built, and we get another one starting to be built. And that's all our volatiles. But we'll have a small fleet at that point. We may revisit it and maybe put a couple... actually, this is what we'll do for follow-up for the flying bricks. We're going to do an upgrade in the flying bricks. Instead of rocking nuclear torpedo bays, we're going to swap them over to the nuclear missiles, so they get a little bit more firepower outward. And then, because these are going to be running secondary to the bigger capital ships, we'll swap the utility module over to target computer. Yeah, we'll do target computer. This will make them much harder to jam. So that'll be what we run. So we'll probably build those 2, and then we'll build a couple of these as escorts to back them up. It's gonna come count some stuff.
Standing by.
Now we'll see if the port even survives that long. That's the most annoying thing with long duration build times is sometimes the port doesn't make it that long. No unrest. Waiting for April to merge those. I'm going to hold off. I'm still very tempted to take out the alien structure, but we're going to hold off until the ships get built, just so they don't get destroyed in the port. We're gonna lay low for a bit. That's basically the plan.
I'll ensure their loyalty.
Acknowledged. We'll make our appeal.
Standing by. We'll see what they're up to.
I don't think I changed their mind.
Offering assistance.
We've got some intel on our target.
We've got some intel on our target.
Okay. Check in with the Academy. See if we can do any deals with them.
We've moved the needle.
Ready to go. Investigating target.
Where do you need me? Establishing contact.
Arc lasers should be available early March for research. So there was someone else just had a
I
naval
think
battle,
we
which
had
is
a
interesting.
breakthrough.
It was very one-sided, but someone else had a naval battle.
Making
space battle.
contact.
We will save our world, even as you thoughtlessly plunder.
Offering assistance.
So that's definitely
Offering
in the mid to long term. That might actually be a boon. So giving them the salvage bay means they're going to recover more exotics from their space battles with the aliens.
I have new
And
information.
if they recover more exotics from their space battle with the aliens, they'll have more exotics on their ships, which means we can recover more exotics from them. If and when we get into shooting them. And if we're not shooting them, then they're shooting the aliens, and that we want them to do that too. So giving them salvage bay is just win-win-win.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
Well, servants, probably because they've pissed everyone off, are going through their counselors quickly. They just lost another counselor.
Acknowledged.
Your
Can you
orders?
turn another one? Yeah.
We'll
Go
them in.
acquire another spy.
At your service. Surveilling target.
I'm here. We'll open a channel.
I believe they'll stay loyal to the cause.
Initiating contact.
You ooze selfishness from every pore, but so long as you don't stand in our way, we good.
I'm willing to give you quite a bit. Increase your production. There we go.
lending my expertise. Offering support.
Surveillance complete.
They are on too tight a leash.
Ooh. Roll a 50. Roll a 91. I'll have to try again. Is that a second assault ship? I don't think the first one's arrived, but assault ships are pretty
Lightning was
slow.
once feared as the anger of gods until we learned how to harness its.
So there's arc lasers. What to go next? Well, we're gonna want space medicine eventually, so it's probably a little too early for it, but we'll grab it right now. Okay, so we'll set that as a favorite. We're trying to figure out which one of the arc batteries we're going to go with.
Standing by. We'll see what they're up to.
Ready for orders.
Yeah, we'll just go say hello to
Making
the
contact.
resistance again. Oh, that's different one. Red eyes. Infrared we're not, so that's just obsolete. Go away. Infrared we're not interested in. Green also has favorite. I'm not sure. We're gonna double check in a moment. Because there's no exotic cost on those UV arcs, then we'll go UV arc instead of green.
Reaching out.
You ooze selfishness from every pore, but so long as you don't stand in our way, we good.
I will help them. I will help them.
Person of interest.
Okay, wasn't
surveyed.
expecting to find a xenoform, but we found a xenoform.
We've gained an agent.
And we got our servant agent. So
We'll be
take
ready for
you.
new orders soon.
Ready to sabotage.
Okay, so the Twitch commenter saying any type of green laser has the upside of being able to bombard through atmosphere, which I suppose is an upside. Assume the rail cannons can as well, right? Because that's what I've been running. Well, what I'm planning on running is green, well, some sort of laser cannon and rail cannon moment on the bigger ships. Someone's destabilizing Mexico. So yeah, the Twitch chatter does say, yes, rails and coils, which I'm pretty sure coils kind of wasn't 100% sure. Rails can bombard through atmosphere, though they do run out of ammo. Yeah, they have an ammo limitation. Whereas lasers do not. Well, I suppose if you can figure out how to deplete your radioactive fission reactor, you'll probably get them to run out, but lasers practically don't have ammo then.
What we're doing is dangerous.
So there's space medicine. Yeah, let's go ahead and start coil guns. If I get lucky, I might be able to get someone else to research them for me, and then I can trade up, skip the first couple levels. That's what I ended up doing on rail cannons.
I'm here. Headed there now.
Reporting in. We must persuade the people.
Ready.
Ready for my mission.
Where do you need me? Eyes on the target.
Offering counsel.
We've got some intel on our target.
Yeah, I know the more you spread out your science across different things, the more bonuses you get. One reason I'm being as picky as I am is so that I can control one of the global techs. I suspect well, especially with how much we've lost in space, if I spread out across everything, I would likely not be able to control anything.
Our cause is unjustified to them.
Which is the only reason I'm mainly focusing on one at the moment. But yeah, when I have enough power usually to control, or well, to compete with all of them, I will try to compete with all of them. Why did I end? Did I have a control point? That implied that I like had a control point in Mozambique to lose to the servants. Okay, I'm confused.
We found something. Ready.
Next cycle, I'll be able to make my North American Union here, I believe. Yeah, 13th of April.
Surveilling target area.
Ready for orders. Surveilling target.
Initiating recon.
Offering support. Offering assistance.
Person of interest surveilled.
Things are cooling off.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
Time to make our move.
Ready for
Looks
my mission.
like whoever is in control of Mexico is about to lose it because it's about to go into insurrection. So I'm gonna go
The
jump on that
government
bandwagon
must
and get it to pop.
I will help them. Offering support.
The uprising is underway.
Things are stabilizing.
I should probably also stop making it better at the same time. No, that would arguably defeat the purpose.
Mission complete.
Oh, that wasn't expecting that. Well, Quebec declared its independence. What do I want to do about that? Obviously, we're not going to let Quebec stay independent. Infiltrated.
Ready to go. The people will rise.
Ready to go. Bringing them on board.
Ready to go.
Standing by for orders. Bringing them on board.
What's the up?
Alright, let's go around, grab some more stuff. You can quickly grab some more persuasion. You can grab some persuasion. Command. Or a command here. Command. Command. Persuasion. And I suppose you can grab some command. There we go.
Lend in my expertise. Offering assistance.
The revolution is coming.
We've gained significant support.
We're taking over. Your orders?
At your service. I will tell our story.
Reporting in.
What's the up? We'll turn down the heat.
Ready for my mission.
At your service.
I'm here.
Do we need more stabilization in India? Yeah.
We'll turn down the heat.
Standing by for orders. Establishing contact.
Let's let the time go well over. We'll run one more cycle and probably go ahead and call it for the night.
We'll open a channel.
We will save our world, even as you thoughtlessly
Intelligence
plunder.
sharing. Yeah, I'll agree to that. I can bribe you into accepting that.
I will help them.
Things are stabilizing.
We've moved the needle.
Things are stabilizing.
Coming up on having our management research complete. And we probably do want to repeat that, so we'll repeat on that. So we managed to merge most of Canada and the United States. Quebec said no, so we're gonna go wrangle Quebec back. But that shouldn't actually be too hard, and because this time it's going to be a one-state unification, so it won't break away when it unifies. I suppose then we can go after the Caribbean states and do basically the same. They're pretty small, so they're not too big of a difference, I suppose.
The government must fall.
Alright, so we're in the process of trying to build a couple of battleships. They'll probably finish fairly early next episode. And we'll see how well those hold up in comparison to our previous flying bricks. To be fair, they also fly pretty much like bricks. They're a little bit more maneuverable than the bricks. They've got about 4 times the maneuverability. But even 4 times the maneuverability, it still means they're pretty brick-like. They just have more armor and more firepower, so hopefully they don't vaporize. And to be fair, in this scenario where their nuclear torpedoes miss, they do have follow-up weapons to continue to poke with, so they don't become completely harmless the moment they run out of shot. So with that, let this part go a bit long. This is probably a good place to go ahead and put a part break in, and probably the stream break in. I've been streaming for just over 4 hours at this point. Well, 4.5 hours at this point. So it's time probably for me to call it for the night. So if you've been watching on YouTube, I probably will get around to recording another part before tomorrow, so you can expect that to be another part up tomorrow. If you're watching on Twitch, up until recently I've been trying to do a 4-day cycle where I cycle between 4 different games. In this case, that would obviously imply that the next time this would come up would be in 4 days. I've been trying to record a little bit ahead, so there may be a possibility that I'll actually record again tomorrow, and then I'll record like another 2 parts tomorrow. So if you're interested in seeing more, feel free to tune back in. This will come up again, well, definitely probably come up again unless something comes up in 4 days. I may also record a little bit ahead, in which case I may stream earlier tomorrow. Otherwise, the game we're going to be streaming tomorrow should be Shadow Empire. So if you're interested in watching that, that'll be up tomorrow. And obviously, if you're watching on YouTube and well, I suppose you're watching on YouTube, you can always sneak over to Twitch. The After Action VODs stay up for 7 days after they're recorded. The old VODs do. Whereas YouTube, I upload 1 part per day. So depending on how long the stream it is, there might be a little bit of offset. Where if you don't have the patience to wait for the following day, or the following part, you could probably sneak over to Twitch. I am trying to upload them quickly enough that they do get uploaded to YouTube before they come down off of Twitch. So if you're watching on Twitch, if you want to see any of the earlier parts in any of the series I'm recording, they'll be up on YouTube before they disappear off of Twitch. So with that, wish you all the best of luck and a good time until the next stream. This is where I'm going to go ahead and end the stream. So I hope you've all been enjoying, and if you want to see more, feel free to tune in when it gets streamed again, regardless of the game. I'm streaming a couple of different games. Goodbye for now.